You know what they say, third time is the charm. Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Paul Cheon, and today I'm going to take my third attempt at trying to win a booster box, a collector box of Tarkir Dragonstorm. The format is sealed deck. I need to win 6 times before I pick up my second loss, and we are currently 0 for 2. So, third time's a charm. Let's open some booster packs and open some sweet, ridiculous bombs. Now, before we head into the sealed deck, of course, just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all of your TCG singles and sealed product needs. Whether you need to buy a booster box or a collector box of Tarkir Dragonstorm, or you wanted some singles for your constructed decks, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and more, heavyplay.com is the place to go. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. They have a heavy convention presence, so if you ever see them in person, swing by the booth, tell them Paul sent you, and you'll get 10% off in person as well. All right, here we go. Good rares, please. Okay, hey, we have Dragonback Assault. This is a bomb. This card's fantastic. Okay, you cast it, 3 damage to everything. Landfall, make a dragon. Great. Quarry Mountain Monastery. I actually like this land in sealed deck because it basically draws you a card every turn. Songcrafter Mage can be solid. Windcrag Siege is okay. I mean, you get a 1/1 every turn. If I can splash it easily, I'll play it. I'm not the biggest fan of New Way Forward. If it's easy enough to splash, maybe I can consider it. Yathan Roadwatcher is just okay, and then Craterhoof Behemoth I actually think is also a bomb in sealed deck. So I actually think these are some decent rares. So hopefully we get good mana fixing to go with those rares. I'm actually going to go straight to my lands here just to see what I have. I got a Globe, an Evolving Wilds, an Opulent Palace, Sultai Monument. Okay, so we have a lot of Sultai mana fixing. Rugged Highlands, Jungle Hollow. It does look like black is going to be a pretty easy splash, along with Swiftwater Cliffs. Okay, I'm liking this. It does look like we are set up nicely for a black splash as well. So again, a blue-green base deck maybe, splashing red or black. All right, taking a look at the white here. I think it's extremely unlikely that I end up playing white. I think the only card I would consider here is maybe teaming Dragonstorm and the Salt Road Pack Beast. If I have a bunch of dragons, this card can be very powerful. So if my mana fixing is good enough, I can certainly look to potentially splash the dragon form. Looking at my blue, do I have card draw? Let's see. I got Fresh Start, which is a good interactive spell. Teamer Devotee is fine. Kishla Trawlers is also a nice card advantage engine. Sipsig Appraiser, of course I love. We have a Focus the Mind and 2 copies of Durgar Island Dragon. So not a ton of card draw, but we have 1 Sipsig and 1 Focus the Mind. Seems okay. Certainly blue doesn't need to be a core color here. We can maybe just... I mean, oftentimes you're going to be 3 colors, but this looks okay. Oh, I forgot about Wingblade Disciple. That card's also excellent. Okay, so blue looks all right. Let's take a look at our black here. I don't think black is going to be one of our main colors. I think it's going to be on the splash. So I'm going to probably look to play the Dragon's Prey here. Maybe Salt Road Skirmish as a removal spell. And heck, I guess I'll put the Venerated Stormsinger and Cruel Truths in. But I don't really want any of the cheap cards here, I don't think. And then moving on to our red, we have Molten Exhale. Shock Brigade, I don't think I will play. Oh, red doesn't actually look very deep. So I think actually red is very likely to be a splash color. Breaching Dragonstorm can be nice, especially if you have enough dragons. So let's take a look. Let's see. Hopefully our green's good enough. Sultai Devotee, Sagu Pummeler, Craterhoof Behemoth. Okay, our green is also not super duper deep. Sarkhan's Resolve is actually interesting. I'm not sure if I should main deck this, but in sealed decks, certainly you can make a better argument to do so. You know what? Let's just put all of this in and then just kind of cut things later. I don't know why I was wasting time here, but these are all the cards I kind of like. And then we will see kind of where things go here. Maybe I do end up straight Sultai, but we'll kind of lay this out by color and then kind of figure things out. One thing I will note for this deck, which is a little bit different than maybe some of the others that we had, is I do think with this deck, I think my mana is excellent. I have a Teamer and a Sultai Monument, kind of the best monuments in my opinion. And I have just a bunch of good teamer cards. So I really do feel like I can make something work. Of course, we're going to have to lay this out and kind of see. Let's see what we have in terms of our white fixing. I think I'm okay just not playing white at all. We do have Evolving Wilds, a Tranquil Cove, and a Plane. So that's 3 white sources. And then a Dragonstorm Globe gives us 4 white sources. And then potentially a Roamer's Routine gives us 5. But by doing so, what do we actually get? Right? What do we get? We have a Teeming Dragonstorm, maybe a Windcrag Siege. Jeskai Brushmasters I don't even care for. New Way Forward's kind of mediocre anyways. And the Pack Beast is whatever. Like, it's fine, but I absolutely don't need to play it. So I would only be playing it with Teeming Dragonstorm. And then as far as the dragons that we just don't have that many dragons, right? We have 2 Durgar Island dragons. We don't have any of the uncommon dragons, right? We only have 2 here. And then in the other colors, we really don't have... we have the Runescale Stormbrute, so that's 3 dragons in the entire pool, along with Dragonbalk Assault, which is number 4. So, like I said, I don't think white is necessary, but I'm going to lay this out by curve and then see how we want to cut everything here. All right, so taking a look at this, it does feel like we want to kind of be more or less a blue-green base with a touch of red and a touch of black. So I just don't think I'm going to play the white cards here. Let's just make our mana not too crazy here and cut all the white cards, including this Plains, and then kind of move forward with our splashes. Shocking Sharpshooter and Shock Brigade. Obviously, if I want to be a blue-green base, is not where we necessarily want to be. Looking at some of the other stuff, Seize Opportunity is certainly not that great. Monastery Messenger is also kind of medium. And Yathan Roadwatcher we can also cut. I don't really love the Trade Route Envoy either, unless I am drafting, or unless I am playing a deck that has lots and lots of counters. This doesn't feel like a Venerated Stormsinger deck, so I think I can cut that. Let's put this here. I'm going to put a bunch of the maybe cards here on the right side, just to see kind of what my deck would look like after I make all the cards I don't absolutely love out of my deck. Like, Formation Breaker here just doesn't seem great either. I just don't have that many ways to put counters on things. Sarkhan's Resolve is a maybe card. Agent of Kotis is certainly a maybe card. I do like the Devotees just for some extra mana fixing, and you don't really need too many 2-drops in this format, I feel. Cruel Truths I also don't love. I might just want both of these interactive spells still, though. Just because I do have Rakshasa's Bargain and Focus the Mind and Sipsig Appraisers, so you can go a little bit... You can definitely over-index on those types of effects. Snakeskin Veil I also just don't really care for too much, so 3, 4, 5, 6, so... Like I said, the Leopard is fine, but why don't we just try cutting all of these and see where we're at. Also, this is a deck with double Monument. I think with double Monument, you can definitely make an argument to playing 16 lands. These are just lands. So, if you, like, how many lands would I play in this type of deck, right? And the answer is 16? Like 17 rather, maybe 18? And so, I feel like if you have 2 Monuments, you can probably shave a land. This deck actually probably doesn't need Roamer's Routine. I actually think my mana is going to be good enough. And I have just plenty of 3-mana plays here. Also, I have 13 creatures, so I don't want to cut too many more creatures, given that I'm a Craterhoof Behemoth deck. But noting that with 13 creatures and a Dragonback Assault, that certainly, you can count this as a creature. So that's 14 creatures, if you will. And this actually looks like a pretty good combination of cards here. I don't mind this. Let's take a look now at our spells and kind of see where we're at here. As far as interaction goes, we have Fresh Start, Molten Exhale, Dragon's Prey, Salt Road Skirmish, Dragonclaw Strike, so that's 5, and then a Sweeper, which I like. I actually am going to play the Salt Road Skirmish now, noting that I don't really love this card, but it's more like necessary evil type thing. Sealed is slower. It is still really, really important to have removal spells for what your opponents do, and I feel like I'm just kind of playing all of them, which I think is completely fine, which I don't love because I don't have any counters. Undergrowth Leopard and Sarkhan's Resolve can also be considerations. The thing is, I don't really care so much for the combat trick effect. It's really just a question of whether or not I want to play a plummet effect in sealed deck. And I'm not entirely sure. It might actually just be good enough to main deck. All right, I'll put it in and then figure out what I need to cut here. Certainly a land. I mean, there's also an Undergrowth Leopard. And, you know, this has actually been surprisingly good, and it kills the Siege, and maybe I should cut Temur Devotee just because I have Craterhoof Behemoth. So I feel like having Defender in a devotee deck or team or devotee deck is not great. Let's figure out our color situation here before I make that last cut here. So blue and green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blue with 2 monuments, so 9 blue sources. That seems completely fine. 1 swamp is totally enough. And then for mountains, what are we at here? 6 red cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red sources. Team or monument gives me 7. I think I can probably cut a mountain here as well. But let's see what our green situation is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green. All right, so this gives me 7 green, but with the monuments, that's 9 green. And then with the monuments, I have 9 blue, okay? And then I have plenty of black. And then for red, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a Dragonstorm Globe 6 and a Teamer Monument 7 for basically 4 red, or I guess 5 red cards. But yeah, I feel like this is probably the best that we're going to get as far as our mana is concerned. I do, I do think Quarry Mountain Monastery is worth it. Noting that I can't get a second red, and that could be relevant when I have Songcrafter Mage. Maybe I just cut Garmag Nightwatch. It's probably just a little bit too weak compared to everything else. And then now I just need to add 1 more land and then cut 1 more card. I think I'm just going to play another forest for my last land. Island is also a consideration. I'm even right now, but because I have Craterhoof Behemoth, if there's a land I want to draw more of, I think it's the forests. And then the Sultai Devotee, 2 of my 2-mana creatures are 2-drops, are green, and the Sultai Devotee helps me filter mana as well. And I think for my last cut, I'm going to cut Dragonclaw Strike just because I think it's the most unreliable removal spell out of everything I have, just because my cheap creatures are pretty weak here so far. But I think this gives us the best late game setup here. Really excited to play this deck. Let's see how this plays out. All right, now before round 1 starts, just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying all of this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for all your support, as it truly means a lot and allows me to continue making this content. Access to my Patreon will give you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great way to join an amazing community of like-minded individuals looking to get better at Limited, just like you. All right, gonna keep this hand. Got some 2-mana plays here and Opulent Palace. Always great to have a tri-land in the opener. This needs an island or a plains, so I'm going to go ahead and... Ooh, Unending Whisper, sure. I'm going to go ahead and just play the Leopard here. Okay, looks like we got kind of a late game situation here. Or rather, we have another opponent who's looking to get a bunch of value. Let's play out this Leopard here, just because, hey, it beats down. So what do I want to get with the Teamer Monument? I already have 2 blue. Honestly, it's probably just green because of Craterhoof Behemoth. Sipsig Appraiser? Sure. Okay. Yep. Again, very, very value-centric matchup here, I'm going to say. We did draw a forest. Actually, I'm just going to get a mountain. I feel like by the time we get to Craterhoof mana, we'll just be there. You know what I mean? Our hand is a little bit clunky. Just because we don't have anything to do next turn. I got the mountain because that allows me to use my Quarry Heart Monastery. Sarkhan's Resolve. I want a blue mana... I don't need to play this now. I want to keep it kind of as a secret almost. Not that there's like a ton of value otherwise, but yeah, let's just pass here. Let's see if this Sarkhan's Resolve is good. I asked LSV if it was good. He said he likes it in sealed. So if you think this is a really dumb idea, you can blame LSV. But everybody's going to play their dragons, right? Okay, so they are... taking it easy here, which is totally fine by me. Ooh, Rakshasa's Bargain as well. All right, let's play the Monastery. You want to play a slow game? I am totally down with that, given what I have here. Look at this. I got Monastery. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? They got to play something. That is not going to get it done. Okay. Now, my question is, what do I play next turn? Like, do I just make a 5/5? Like, I feel like if I can Monastery, I should just Monastery. Oh my gosh. I guess I'll attack. Well, we hit Dragonback Assault. That was a good hit off the Monastery, I'm gonna say. Boom. And the thing is, even if they killed us, we're just able to get a lot of value across the board here. So next turn, I want to play, well, we'll see what they have. We'll see what they do. But I want to play Breaching Dragonstorm first, then play a land, get a dragon, bounce the Breaching Dragonstorm. Oh man, that's going to be, oh my gosh! They're going to actually get the Quarry Heart Monastery. That's awesome. Okay, I guess Forest is the only thing we can get. Oh, it gets me a dragon! Didn't see that one coming, did ya? Oh, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely unbelievable. It looks like they have a Piercing Exhale or something, sure. Wow, we drew Dragonstorm Globe as well. Oh, this is really interesting. Wait, whenever I feel like I just want to make a 5/5 dragon here and just give up a little bit of value here off of the Breaching Dragonstorm. So why don't we play the Globe? And I don't need red mana. So let's play the Globe. Play the land. Now what? I'm just gonna kill this now. Alright. So any lands we draw is just great. Okay, Age of Sculptor will not be close to enough here. I mean, honestly, I just want to keep finding lands here, right? I bet they didn't I don't know if they knew what was going to happen there. I mean, to be fair, I didn't really think about it either. But that's insane. Magmatic Hellkite on the Assault. Rite of Renewal. Okay. Sure. They get some value. All right. Oh my gosh. That is insane. I just hit Evolving Wilds. All right, let's play this, I guess. Okay. Sure. Oh my goodness. That is so broken. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Yep. 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 Uh-huh. Yep, that did just happen. That did in fact just happen. Why don't we fire this off too? Might as well. And do I want black or red? I guess I want red. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's just... I mean, if somehow we lose this game, that would be unbelievable. Now, they do have access to the sweeper, so maybe I shouldn't have cracked the land right away. So, that 8 mana sweeper? Okay. That is not a winning line. Dragons prey on one of my dragons. Look, if it's the only thing you have, it's the only thing you have. But, yeah, we are okay with this. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have 17 cards left. Look, I mean, they are doing things. Look at that. They killed a bunch of stuff. I don't think that's lethal. So this gives me 5, 10, 13, 16 damage. Oh, I can play a land as well. So that gives 18. That's 18 damage, right? Let me just make sure. So +4/+4 my team. +4/+4 my team. So 5, 10, 14, 18. Okay. Well, you know, this is my first time playing with this card. And yeah, it's absolutely busted. Yeah, that was not fair. Look, they actually had probably a totally fine deck. They're playing a bunch of colors. They're playing all their good cards. But this is just the nature of Sealed. You need bombs. You need bombs, and we seem to have plenty. All right, 1-0. Let's go. This one, I have a good feeling. I have a great feeling. Good mana, bombs, removal. I got a good feeling about this one. Come on. Oh, man, that 6 mana enchantment is ridiculous. All right, on the play here, Evolving Wilds. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. Let's go ahead and just play that and get a forest right away. Being on the play is nice because that does give us the ability to potentially counter something on turn 2 with the Runescale Stormbreed. The question is, do I want to do that, or am I more interested in just running out the Leopard and just playing this out? I guess it depends on whether or not I can find a 4th land. Mardu, okay. Huh. I'm gonna wait. Given that they led out, and if I drew a land, I would have played differently. But given that they led out with Windscarred Crag, I'm a little bit more concerned. And now I'll just run out the Leopard. Hopefully I can draw a land here, or a monument. If I draw a land, I can just run out the Stormbreed. Thirsa Lightshatter is a good Magic card. I really should be trying to focus here probably on getting to 6 lands with the Dragonback Assault. Wow, I'm surprised they discarded the Quarry Mountain Monastery. It's a really good card. In Sealed, that is. Okay, we drew the land. That is so, so big. All right, I am going to tap down to Thirsa, I believe. Riling Dawnbreaker, okay. I just want to hit land drops here if I can. Okay, that's a land. That's perfect. Okay. All right, and we drew another land. That is amazing. Okay, so now, what do I do? Well, I can play Focus the Mind, but I can also just play out a 2/4 dragon here, and then play this, and that'll still be very, very good. So I think that's going to be my plan here. This just adds to the board in a meaningful way. And, like, if they kill the Stormbreed, they kill the Stormbreed. Six cards in hand for the opponent. Summit Intimidate. Oh, wow. This is going to be so good. All right, so they're going to be like, what's happening here? I'm going to attack with everything. We're obviously just going to block the Thirsa Lightshatter here. And then we're going to play Dragonback Assault. Once again, let me read this. 3 damage to each creature and each Planeswalker. Okay. All right, we're at 16. Play this. Bam! And hit them for 4? Yes, please. Oh my... This card is broken. Look, it's like I haven't even had anybody play this card against me. This card's ridiculous. Next turn, I play a land, gain a life, make a 4/4, attack for 4. Oh no, they killed it! Oh, that's sad. That is sad. I want to get in for maximum damage here, so I will just run out Focus the Mind, because I just drew Craterhoof Behemoth. Okay, do I want Swiftwater Cliffs or Opulent Palace? I think I'll just take the Opulent Palace here. All right. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess we can't play Craterhoof just yet. I mean, that was a tap land anyways. Hopefully they just don't kill my Stormbreed. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, Monastery Messenger, that's fine. Why would you put Coordinated Assault on top? Oh, wait. No, why did I do that? Well, no, I messed that up. Whatever. Blue, green, red. I guess it's just green. Because I probably should have made a 5/5, to be honest. Yeah, I should have made a 5/5. So the way I look at this is I get to put my opponent to 4 here. And if they decide that they want to kill my Runescale Stormbrood in some way, then I can still kill them with Crater Hoof. I can still kill them with Crater Hoof. So 1 mana, what can you have? Last time my opponent had Caustic Exhale. I think we're good here. All right, here we go. Hoof, there it is. Haumph. 2 mythic rares is all it takes here. 2 mythic rares for the win. Okay, 2-0. Let's keep it going. Oh man, this one feels awesome. Man, I don't even have to wait. The opponents just keep coming. Let's go. Yeah, but I don't think I should have played the Globe. I probably should have just made a 5/5. Okay, this hand, I can't cast anything. I have the Dragon's Prey, Crater Hoof. This is a mulligan. Look, even I mulligan sometimes. This one I will keep. Let's bottom the Breaching Dragonstorm here. Just getting the 5. Getting to that much mana is just going to be tough sometimes. I'm going to lead with the blue-red land here because I have the Molten Exhale. Obviously a slow start, especially when my opponent leads with Plains. That's always scary, of course. But we at least get to gain some life here. Okay, so they're blue-white. Okay, it's not as bad. Anything worth killing? Okay, yeah, that's... And I'm gonna kill that before my opponent untaps here. And then let's play the Opulent Palace. Wow, this is a lot of tap lands. Okay, nothing from the opponent. Interesting. So, I feel like they might have a counterspell here. I'm not sure. But I'm just going to wait. Them missing a land drop is obviously very big for us. Okay, well, let's try to fire this off. Oh, wow, it worked. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. Wow, this hand is nuts. I want Songcrafter Mage, and I want Temur Monument. If I draw a land, it would be really good. I know that was my opportunity at a land, but still. Let's go Temur Monument to get a forest. Because, of course, we don't want to miss land drops. And more green seems pretty good here. And then I play that, and then now what do I do? Let's play the Appraiser. See if we get more action. Crater Hoof, I will keep. Like, obviously the land isn't fine, but this is just such a strong way to close out games if I can. Especially if I can make tokens with Wingblade Disciple. Okay, ooh, drawing a land was clutch. Let's attack. Let's play Wingblade Disciple. Let's tap this. Hey, look, I get to draw a card and make a token, so I'm still happy with that. We are 2 lands away from being able to hoof our opponent out. And our opponent's just been stuck on lands. This is just, like, super unfortunate, so... But obviously, you know, it's happened to us too, and let's just stay focused here. Songcrafter Mage is an option too. We have Songcrafter Mage plus removal, if that's something that we need to do. Obviously, we are continuing to look to Flurry here if possible. So Songcrafter Mage obviously helps with that. Molten Exhale is pretty nice if they play something I really need to kill. It looks like Wingblade is... Okay. That's fine. Beat down. All right. The question is, do they block the Devotee? I'm not sure. Like, I feel like they need it for the mana. So I'm going to attack. Maybe they block, maybe they don't. I have 3 green in play right now. Like, I feel like they might need the mana from the Devotee. But it is a pretty tempting block. Okay. Well, that's really good for us. And then now we get to play this... And then we get to play our land. Then play Focus the Mind. 4, 5, 6, 7. I will discard Jungle Hollow. Alright. So, Craterhoof, I mean, presumably they're just gonna, like, play something, and then Craterhoof should just get it done. But if not, like, we're still at 14 life. Like, if they killed a Stormbrood, this is still 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17 damage coming in. So let's say they tap out to kill the Stormbrood. Like, we're still okay there. Certainly don't need to go with the Stormbrood. Honestly, I can even do something like Sultai Monument, make some tokens, which obviously makes the Craterhoof even better as well. I can also play it more conservatively, crack the Monument, keep up the tap on the Durgar Island Dragon, right? That just puts a really big creature in play. Okay. What do you have for 1 black? Oh, the Exile card? All right. So this is not lethal, right? So let's see. 5, this is 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. Okay, it's not lethal. I think I'm just going to play a ginormous 5/5 ward creature and attack. It's just so hard. Given that they were stuck on lands, it's just so hard for them to kill the dragon here. And the monuments are so busted. Like, look at this. They just turn into creatures in the late game. I know they're not the most efficient, but they're still really, really good. Given that my opponent has a bunch of mana available, I just think my plan here is fairly straightforward, which is just attack with both my flyers. They could have an Osseous Exhale. Nope. Let's play Sultai Monument, get Forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Let's go wide. I'll keep the land in my hand. Alright, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I mean, this board is just so big now, right? Like, what can they even do? They're at 9 life. I hit for everything. 6 damage coming in. They had 4 mana up and didn't play anything, right? Which is kind of nuts. And so now I can just... Like, I don't even need to play Craterhoof. My board alone is good enough. But of course, they're on the back foot. They have to use some kind of removal spell here. Now, yeah, we just get to Craterhoof. Hoof, there it is. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, let's... Come on! Yeah, I couldn't even play my Behemoth! It's okay. We cannot complain. We are racking up the wins here. And it is a fantastic feeling. Fantastic feeling for sure. 3-0. 3 more for that collector booster box. That was off the mulligan. Hopefully that's our 1 mulligan for the tournament. Opponent on the play here. I can't play the Songcrafter Mage, but I can basically play everything else. I'm going to keep this. I have 2 2-mana plays here. Rugged Highlands, Forest, Swamp. Ooh, Dismal Backwater. That's great. That's my blue source. But I will lead with the Rugged Highlands because that allows me to play the Molten Exhale and the Undergrowth Leopard. And then at some point I get to Songcrafter Mage later. Riling Dawnbreaker is the play from the opponent. I thought I naturally drew Island. Yeah, certainly just going to play Leopard here and be happy enough to trade if my opponent gives me that as an option. Poise the Practitioner. They're definitely attacking here with block. Sibsig Appraiser. I'm going to wait. Like, if they double... Like, I'm just going to take the 2 here, because if they play a bigger creature, I'd rather kill the bigger creature. Given that they didn't, though, I'll kill it now. And now I will play the Sagu Pummeler. It's just a bigger creature right now. Okay, our opponent missed a land drop, but now they're okay. Arishan Sunshield, okay. We need another oh, they exiled my things. Okay, so Songcrafter Mage is no longer good. Okay, let's play Appraiser. Let's get a gas spell. I mean, Monument is better than nothing, I guess. And I'm going to play it. And yeah, certainly getting a third green source, I think, is important here. Because we, of course, have the Crater Hoof Behemoth. And I know they can tap down my Pummeler. That's fine. They're like kind of stuck on land. So if they have to use a mana every turn to tap this, it's fine. And this guarantees that I can play a land next turn in the Dragon. Wow. That's tempting. Honestly, it's fine. I'm just going to play the Dragon. Like, you can't just do that, right? Like, there just can't just leave that much mana available. Like, that's just not the thing that you need to do to win these games. I mean, it might have been their only line. Oh, that is rough. Having to Caustic Exhale there is brutal. And I'm still playing this patiently here. Attack with the Flyer. I don't know what you're looking at. Because I'd rather just make more 2/2s, and then next turn I can kill things. Like, they could have like some combat trick or some way to save this, which is why I'm just like taking this easy. Go wide. Next turn, though, or actually I could have done it this turn, but I do have the ability to go Salt Road Skirmish, and then if they do something in response, I can use Fresh Start. But yep. I mean, this was like, I didn't even do anything crazy. They were just stuck on lands. And that now we had back-to-back opponents that were kind of in that spot. Granted, that last deck didn't look particularly strong, but we are 4-0. 2 more to go. Let's get that box. Okay. We are on the draw. I have 2 lands on the draw with the Sultai Monument, so I will certainly keep. Now, noting that I can't play these red cards, but I guess every now and then I can counter something with the Runescale Stormbrood, but it's pretty unlikely. But I'm going to play. I mean, this is just a 3-land hand, right? It's just a blue and a black source and a green source, so I'm going to keep this. Turn 1 Evolving Wilds. I love it. Save time. Good on the opponent. Let's play the Backwater. If they counter my Monument, it's a disaster. Green-white to start things off. Oh my gosh. Voice of Victory is legit. And I can't play counterspells on their turn. Okay, well, look. All I can do is just play the cards in my hand. If I can find a 4th land, then I can play the Skirmish on the Voice of Victory. This is such a good card, by the way. Okay, nothing there is definitely good. Ooh. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Because there's a really good chance they have a removal spell here, right? Yeah, let's just do that. No land is very unfortunate. Hopefully we can find something here. 5 cards in hand for the opponent. I have Assault Road Skirmish for another thing to kill. I have Sarkhan's Resolve if they play a flyer. Sultai Devotee, I do not mind. Okay, we'll play the Disciple. Evolving Wilds, that will get us the Mountain here for the last color that we need. Now, really good shot that they kill my Disciple here. I'm certainly going to take the 2 here. No real double spell option here unless they play a dragon. Oh, wow. Why didn't they play that first? Okay, well, you know what? Not going to question. Just be happy with the result. Oh, Breaching Dragonstorm, by the way, is also a really nice way to trigger Wingblade Disciple. Dang, I can't really double spell this turn, huh? Ah, man. Because I can't double spell, let me think. Maybe it's just Breaching Dragonstorm. Like, this just gives me a 1/1 token as well. And I like rolling the dice. Oh, Sipsig Appraiser, let's go. Yeah. Look, I triggered that too. I'm going to take 3. It's not too bad. Temur Monument or Rakshasa's Bargain. Let's take the bargain. No attacks. Would have liked a land, actually. Just an untapped land, so I can go Salt Road Skirmish plus Sarkhan's Resolve. We will take 3 from that. I will certainly block the Devotee. Yeah, 3 in the air. No blocks. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. What else do you have? Baitor! Oh! Okay, well, at least it's just the 1 card, right? Hopefully. Blue, green, black. Okay, so I'm going to bargain here and then kill the Baitor. So I can get another token. And I want lands. If I have plains or an island. Do I have an island? I do have an island. So do I want Dismal Backwater plus Quarry Mountain Land? Yeah, probably. Now, granted, like, I'm pretty far away from... Like, I could have taken that forest as well, but... Let's kill that. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Next turn I have 7. Kintree Severance on that, sure. Okay. Okay. So we're going to take another 3 here. But I think we'll be okay. Yeah. Not a ton of pressure. I kind of want to play... Ooh, Abzan Monument's not bad. Sure. I kind of want to just play the dragon, though. Because this just blocks the Riling Dawn... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Boom! Shakalaka! And let's just play this land. Oh, yep, let's pick that up. Yep. Alright, that was a good draw. Dragon Back Assault. Dragon Back Assault. They blocked. They sure did. Oh my goodness. How ridiculous is that? Yeah, I'll take a land. I'll take another land. Okay, let's play this. Let's see what we hit. Oh my gosh, we hit Craterhoof Behemoth. Okay. Yup. We're at 11? Okay. This is unreal. We hit Craterhoof Behemoth. Like, obviously that wasn't for the win, but like, how are they gonna beat this board? Also, I didn't have the 3rd green, so I couldn't even cast the Craterhoof Behemoth. Dragon's Prey on Craterhoof, sure. Yep. Alright. Bombs for the win. And you know what? Shout out to LSV. Sarkhan's Resolve on Baitor. Whew. Whew. It's why he's a top 4 or 5 player of all time. Wherever you want to put him. And why I am a top 3,000 player of all time. Alright, we are playing for the box. Come on, this was like a speed run. We're playing like a 4 or 5 color deck. This has been super duper fun. Okay, this is interesting. I'm gonna keep this. I don't have any red mana, but I do have Durgar Island Dragons that I can use to cycle to help me find more of what I need. And I already have my blue, my green, and my black. So hopefully I can find my red. Opulent Palace is an excellent land to lead off with. So if they don't play a creature, I think I still just play Jungle Hollow and just take things slow. Alright, that's a Gurmag Nightwatch, sure. Totally fine card. Ooh, okay. Sultai Devotee, yeah, I'll play that. And we have all the colors that we need, so we actually just don't mind just trading here. It's like, it's totally fine. It's like trading my 2-drop for their 3. Like, most decks are not going to be able to beat the late game that we have. So I'm okay with that trade. Now, obviously, if I needed those colors, then that's a different story. All right, nothing from the opponent, and we still just don't have red mana. So yeah, like, I'm going to fire these off. I don't have any counter spells. I'm going to just fire these off right now. Just to... Well, actually, I have a Dragon's Prey. No, I'm going to fire these up. I need to draw some lands. Okay. So now I will not fire this one off just because we are 1 mana away from actually being able to cast the card. All right, I'm just going to kill this now. I don't know if that was good, though, I will say. Please play a 2-drop. An empty Ice Ridge Serpent? Really? Okay. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, well, we're going to be able to draw a bunch of cards here. Let's tap this. Okay, we drew another. We need a red source, damn it. Globe. Sure. Okay, focus the mind. Okay, that is our red source. Now, what do I discard? Our hand is absolutely loaded. I think it's the Pummeler. Like, we still get some value out of it in the graveyard. Alright, let's get this going. I can just kill this. Do I just want to do that? I also have Molten Exhale available, because I want to play the Dragonstorm first before I start playing all my dragons. Sure. I mean, I guess I don't need to play Songcrafter Mage, right? Sure. Because I'd rather save Dragon's Prey for, like, a bigger thing to kill. Just, that is certainly not it. I mean, that's all they have, because, like, they would have played more stuff. Okay. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even mind. I wouldn't even hate Monument, to be honest. Like, we get this and get a mountain. Okay. We exiled some lands, though. Awakened the Honored Dead. Ah, okay. What are they gonna kill? The Breaching Dragonstorm? Lame. Super lame. What do I want to do now? I think we just keep playing a bunch of dragons. That's what we do. Three. All right. I like triggering Flurry, so this is good. They get to mill 3 cards. Ah, oh, they hit a renew card. That's annoying. Like, I just do not mind just trading right now. It's just like, we are so far up on resources here. Twin Mars Stormbrood, okay. That is a 6/5, so I can Songcrafter Mage and kill that. And I think I want to do that. I don't think I have lethal. So. Let's go Dragon's Prey. Okay. Let's attack. Dismal Backwater. Presumably, I will have enough with Craterhoof this turn. They are at 26. They discard Ireni's rebuff. They're going to get something back. It might just be Twin Maw Stormbrood again. Okay. So if they play that, they go to 31. Let me do the math here, okay? Hold on. I got some mathing I need to do, okay? So this is 5 for 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 damage. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 25 damage. Plus 5, 30, 32, 33, 34, 37. Again, 25, 30, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Okay. Okay. Let me just make sure again. 5th creature. So 5 times 5 is 25, 30, 33, 34, 35. Okay. Look. I gotta be careful, you know what I mean? And it is time. Hoof, there it is. Oh my gosh. I did not think that we would have a sub 1 hour run for a trophy. That is unbelievable. Well, you know what? Like I said before, 3rd time is the charm. 3 bullets is what it took. And here we are. Oh my goodness. What an awesome, awesome deck. We just drew so well. Like I said, the mana here for this deck was supreme. We had a Tri-land. We had an Evolving Wilds. We had a land that got us value in the late game. We had double Monument. We had a Globe, right? So just like our mana was really, really solid. We had just enough interaction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kill spells, some tappers. And all of our creatures were just really solid across the board. Songcrafter Mage gives you value. Wingblade Disciple, Sipsig Appraiser, Trawlers, all gives you value. Then a bunch of dragons and the Crater Hoof to close things out, along with, of course, Dragonback Assault, which is another absolute bomb. So, man, like I said, we had some disappointing finishes. We went 4-0 into 0-2, 4-2. Then we went 3-2, and now we are finally the owners of a nice, shiny collector booster box of Tarkir Dragonstorm. And you know what? This is a nice way to conclude things. Right? There's only so many gems I can spend, okay? Like, I feel like every time there's one of these Arena Direct events, I basically go bye-bye 15,000 gems. That's 3 entries. I can make 3 videos out of it, and then we just move on. We're going to be back to draft after this, but you know what? This is an excellent way to close things out in this sealed format. And man, this deck was just really, really solid. Card draw, bombs, value, things to do early, ways to kill big things in the late game. This just kind of had exactly what I needed. And, you know, honestly, this was just such a smooth run. I'm still in shock at the fact that we were able to win 6 matches and do a sealed deck build in like less than 55 minutes. That's just crazy to me. But man, Dragonback Assault, incredible. Crater Hoof Behemoth, incredible. And all the other cards just really, really playing beautifully together. I will say, just from playing a lot of this so much, it's just, that's the thing. The way you want to focus on sealed is just like bombs and mana fixing. Look at your bombs and look at your mana fixing. If you don't have the bombs, good luck. If you don't have the mana fixing, also good luck. Like, imagine this deck where I have Crater Hoof and Dragonback Assault, but I just don't have an Evolving Wilds and I'm missing the monuments. It would have been way, way tougher for me to be able to just cast all the things that I wanted to. But because I had such good mana fixing, it was just never a problem. And I think like cards like the Monument in particular are absurdly strong and sealed. Probably better than the Globe, to be honest, just because this just gives you value. First of all, there's not a lot of things to do on turn 2. So this gives you something to do on turn 2, and then you cash this into the late game. You're never down a card. Never, ever down a card in the exchange, right? Globe also obviously very strong. Man, I want to just save this deck. This deck was sweet. Crater Hoof. It didn't work the first sealed deck, but the second time, it got it done along with this Dragonback Assault. Whew, I want to open this card again. That was super duper fun. All right, we got a booster box. Let's go. Hold on. I got to at least show. We get to claim it. There we go. We get to claim it. Bam. Whew. Good feeling. Good feeling. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and would like to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Also, go to TCGplayer.com for all of your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Let's say you also want a booster box of Tarkir Dragonstorm, or you wanted some singles. You want some singles to round out your Gruul Mice deck in Standard, or some singles for your Pioneer deck or your Commander deck. Check out TCGplayer.com. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before you make any purchases. Last but certainly not least, check out HeavyPlay.com for all things Magic the Gathering Magic the Gathering products and accessories. If you need products, if you need accessories, they are the place to go. Deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes. They got a ton of great stuff. Check them out. Make sure you go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon to get 10% off your first order. Feels good to have a box. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.